Welcome back to Mechwarrior 5, where life is cheap, religion is kind of weird, and out of all the companies to survive in the far future, Nissan is one of them. Keep in mind, this is a company so successful that they had to smuggle their president out of the country in a box. Last time with Rock Throwers Incorporated... Yeah, that's a good recap. Since the last time I've touched this game, there's been a DLC. Are there any changes? There are some new weapons, and now high-level pilots are much easier to come by. Did this stop me from replaying the game to make sure I didn't miss anything? I'm not doing that again. I see you testing me, PG. I'm not doing that again. And even with the new pilots, their AI didn't change, so I don't care. Now, there's a very easy way to describe this DLC. Scotland forever! As for any differences with the saves for the DLC, let's just say that Goblin is not here because of an unfortunate accident with an AC-20 round. Otherwise, my mech building skills have not changed. We are just doing bullshit again. Our first mission is once again a short-long contract just to set up the background. Because of that, our tonnage limit has also been lowered. Mechwarrior 5 will like to do this because, you know, they have starts for each DLC, so they like to scale the difficulty accordingly. Did not stop me from bringing a king crab with 4 heavy rifles. Those light mechs very much saw it coming and are very afraid. As for why we're here, money. Kinda. These independents, they don't like me very much, but someone's gotta be the fall guy while I build up rep for the great houses. As for our clients, this world is basically part of a ping-pong match between 2 great houses. First it was the Lyrans, then it was the Curitans, then it was the Lyrans again. Check back in 5 years to see if it changes again. Because of that, the natives are being displaced. By who? The natives. Don't think too hard, or you'll be transported to the real world. We'll be here to mask as pirates and stop the forced eviction by enforcing squatters' rights. By killing them. It's a fairly simple mission, and is that bagpipes I'm hearing? Ah yes, my independence fighters, don't mind them. But they are shooting me. Pay no mind. So we give them a friendly love tap on the way out, and they reciprocate by giving us coordinates to a Lyran resupply station. And with the easier difficulty, I decide to do a little bit of experimenting. Better than expected. I still had to face the entire platoon, but at least we know that LBXs are surprisingly good at base destruction. And that ends our first contract. The Lyrans, well, they got embarrassed, so nothing is changed from when they usually go into combat. So in the meantime, we'll collect the same amount of money from that one long-term contract on a single arena match. Rank 15 arena is busted and crazy and maybe should be rebalanced. Come 3034 and he's back with the plan. He's managed to convince House Kirita, the house modeled after Imperial Japan, to give Rasalhague their independence. Okay, he convinced Comstar to help them get their independence. Listen, can you give us a buffer state? No, it'll create more conflict. Yes. And we're here to oversee the peaceful... No, it's already gone bad. It's already gone bad. The Curitans have snuck a political prisoner who was our leverage out, and now they don't recognize the Republic as an actual state, cue the war crimes, average Sunday. We have to get him back, and I do have something very special for the occasion. A 300km/h Wasp. This thing might be a little too fast. We do get to the ship before it gets away. Maybe only having 3 machine guns on it is not a great thing if we need to bring down a warship. Now that there's... Oh, thank you, House Kirita. I'm flattered. Anyways, we need to murder our way up House Kirita to find where our little friend has gone. This means 3 to 4 missions of combat. Just murder. That's it. There's no plot progression other than murder. Time to test out new weapons. They're fine. As per my regular testing of slap every hardpoint available with that weapon, the new Inferno SRMs are much less powerful than the old modded. I have been hit with 2 volleys, therefore I will now be incapacitated for the rest of the fight, and they're actually supplemental weapons. You use them in tandem with your regular weapons, and then the opponent cannot fire back as well. Which, given Mechwarrior 5 gameplay is already a nightmare to see, it's really hard to show. So basically what I can say is that they're fine, except that the center torso might just explode more often.
That's pretty awesome, but I feel like he would have shot you from a mile away.
It sucks. Yes, it can kill a mech quickly, if you subtract the time it takes to approach the mech. If you subtract the time it takes to dodge the mech's shots. If you subtract the time it takes to fiddle around with a melee weapon so you can hit the center torso. If you subtract the time it takes to do a second shot because you missed the center torso the first time. That on a mech that is harder to find, with weapons that are harder to find, that have less weapons to deal with planes and tanks that you'll be facing more of. You're also still taking fire from the mech you're still bum rushing. You know what? Let me do you one better. My next mission has a Panther with 2 plasma shotguns that can actually aim and dodge. Doesn't need a secondary system to kill anything past melee, can actually be put on 90% of mechs, and get this, actually kills in 1 shot. Let me do you one even better. Here is a Thunderbolt equipped with small lasers that you could probably just find lying around anywhere, turning Marcus the Troublemaker into Marcus the Pile of Goop. Melee weapons just got beat by 7 small lasers. A Charger could probably do better than some melee mechs, and that is saying a lot. The death of Marcus only marks the beginning of our troubles since,
It's Brittany, bitch.
They didn't like the change either. It must be a slow day, only made like 10 million, I guess. But they do mean business.
No, you bitch! I'll kill
You want to redo that line, Tor? Now that they've killed everyone holding us back morally, time for indiscriminate fire. Hot load LRMs. They're just like LRMs. I don't like LRM boats, but they're good to fire at any range. They're fine. They're just like Inferno SRMs. They're okay. Increased spread means at ranges where they're supposed to be good, they're only okay. And I already don't like LRMs, so the good is already an okay, and the okay is mediocre. But it can fire close range. And shooting 75 missiles from long range or short range, it's not really going to matter. How's Tor's frontline doing?
I'm sorry, there isn't more I could do.
Leaving your mother and I to die at the hands of our oppressors.
This, today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time.
Well, now that we've lost most of our army, I guess all we can do is just wait for those 2 parties to beat each other to death, then third party them. Leading up to this 3-way battle with one particular asshole in attendance. Everyone's bringing their best, so I'm bringing a Vindicator with 2 battle lasers. Now I could bring an artillery mech. That mod is not particularly working well right now, so we have battle lasers instead. They're good. They're fine. They do a lot of damage, make a lot of heat. This map has a lot of elevated positions which I can get to. That combined with 6 double heat sinks, I am the very definition of a third party just sniping from afar. You have got to be kidding me. Heavy rifles don't grow on trees, you know, AI. Whatever. Karen is dead now. On to Mr. Samurai, who has basically put his son in charge after the small laser incident. Now, before we get to the next mission, let's preface this by talking about some mods. YAML, yet another mech lab, in addition to adding stuff that is technically in the world but is not in the game yet, adds a few modifiers to the difficulty of Mechwarrior. Some of these are left off because they're more annoying than hard, but what I do have left on is the increase to health on tanks and helicopters. Mostly because now they actually pose as threats I actually need to put focus on, rather than I will go there to step on them. This is good for the short to medium engagements of most Mechwarrior missions. Short to medium. Mission 11, an extended beachhead mission, ew, already, where we need to take out some satellites and artillery. Extra ew, but that's just beachheads. Where every light tank has been replaced with a heavy tank. These tanks have the same loadout as most medium mechs, with the health mods making their health basically the same amount as a mech center torso. I actually had to bring out a good mech, and honestly, if they shot out the other arm, I'd be fucked.
1, 2, 3. Hold still here.
So the final mission is not hard. Turning out killing the leftovers is, yes, just killing the leftovers. So you know what? If the Curitans want an honorable death, we will give him one. He is only targeting me. Well, the Atlas is right there. Plan B. But with that, Rosselhag has finally gained its independence. I'm happy for them, mostly because they are the people who are paying me. Hey, even Tor lived, because who actually dies in these DLCs? I'm genuinely asking a question because no one died the last time we were doing this. And I hope to see that their independence will be long and struggle-free. Never mind, the first male after the contract is literally no true Scotsman. I hope your republic literally gets destroyed in 14 years because you get curb stomped by genetically engineered freaks. Maybe you had that mercenary who ran over the school.